So the holidays are here again. And around this time of year, a lot of us on social media who are second or third generation residents of Ekasi talk about not having a rural home to visit or to be with family around this time. There's no great grandparents waiting with stories by the fire. There's no cows grazing in wide open fields. There's no village to return to. It's kind of become like a running joke. It's funny, but it's also a tad bit sad, because every December there's this grand exodus from the townships. Cars are packed. We all see them on the highways, N1, N3, N2 even. The taxis, the buses are packed to the brim, groaning under the weight of luggage, groaning under the weight of families. Sometimes there's live chickens, wheelbarrows, drums, furniture, loaded onto the back of trailers. And just like that, the township goes quiet. Suddenly there's open parking spots. There's just low chaos. The traffic is running thin, the streets feel lighter, and for those of us who are staying behind, it feels like the township takes a deep breath. But somehow I feel like this romanticization of this quiet is missing the point. The stillness doesn't just feel empty, it actually feels off-putting. Especially remembering that townships weren't designed to be places where people are meant to thrive. They were built to be temporary holding cells, a place where labor is kept close to the city but far enough from opportunity, amenities, and families or preferences even. So this holiday exodus is proof of that. It's a collective reminder that no one chose this setup. It seems like if there were other options, better options, people, perhaps they wouldn't stay. Like people live in the township because they need to work. They need to work in central business districts. The jobs are there, and so we are here. So, as simple as that may sound, it's also heartbreaking because it seems that if we could build our lives elsewhere, closer to our aspirations or whatever, our people, fresh air, nature, some type of opportunity, it looks like people would choose that. Further indicating that townships are not destinations. They're kind of some type of compromises or forms of transit. So this mass departure isn't just about going home. I think it's in itself a quiet protest of rebellion. It kind of says this isn't where we are supposed to be, or this isn't where we choose to be. And yet, for those of us who stay in the hood, there's like a different kind of protest, a type of frustration even. Some feel like their freedoms are limited by those who only see the township as a pit stop. Those who stay are left with a year-round grind of trying to turn a camp into a community, while others pack up and leave when the work is done. It's complicated, man. On the surface, it seems simple. Townships were never meant to be permanent, fine. But beneath that, there's a whole ecosystem of survival, of culture, the tension between staying and leaving. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But I wonder if you think there's an element of truth in what I'm saying. Because every December, when the streets are empty, I can't help but wonder, what would it look like if we could all choose where and how we wanted to live? Maybe one day we'll get there where those choices are there for us to make. But for now, this is kind of where we are. I'm keen to know your thoughts.